Fabio. On Radio 1.
Many thanks to the mighty Mr. Jam. It's Fabio, D&B for the next 2 hours. We've got the mighty Klute in the place. We've got some world exclusive. It's all kicking off. It's all Fabio. It's all drum and bass. Next 2 hours. Be there or be square. What a way to start the show. Big up to Mr. Jam once again. He's done his summer special tonight. We have got a killer show tonight. I say that every week, but tonight we have a killer show. We've got the girls in the house. What's up, girls?
Oh, slightly delayed there. Did you see that satellite delay?
We need to work on that, we really do.
Drum and bass. On BBC Radio 1. Fabio.
We have Klute, and he's going to be in the mix. If you don't know a lot about Klute, he's a wonderful guy. Been around for ages. Got a label called Commercial Suicide. They've been bringing out some really good stuff, and he's got an album coming out, so we're going to be talking to him about that. We've got the Rewind track as well. That's going to be... I'm telling you what, that's getting heated. Because I heard Groove laughing at me last week.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble. How dare he? So we'll see how much trouble I'm in tonight, okay?
He was picking a fight on you.
I know, he really was. He's getting really aggressive about this.
You weren't even here to defend yourself.
I wasn't even here to defend myself. That's what I'm so disgusted about. Going to be talking about loads and loads of things. It's big tune time. Marky and S.P.Y, their remix of Atlantis, one of my favourite bass tunes ever. The Return to Atlantis, 2010 re-rub. It's Radio 1 and BBC Radio 1 Extra. It's Fabio, it's drum and bass. the next hour and 50 odd minutes.
Fabio. Drum and bass. On BBC Radio 1.
Yes, the sound of LTJ Bookham, Marky and S.P.Y's remix for 2010. I like that a lot. Great tune for the summer. Going to be hearing that one at the festivals, no doubt. Got some Facebook love coming up a little bit later as well. Let's see where we're at with our Facebook fan site. We stalled for a little while, but now we're hitting the 20,000. That's how we go down. Right, first of all, got to say big hello to Sam Smith, one of my real fans. And it's really funny because, you know, I've got a great memory. And he came up to me, Sam Smith did, at Bournemouth. I'd done a night called Drum Funk in Bournemouth for Harry and all them guys. Big up to all them guys. A really, really good night. And Sam came up to me kind of grinning. You know, people do that grin. Kind of like, I'm actually really in awe of you and I'm terrified to speak. And do you know who I am? Because I speak to you on Facebook and you might think I'm a stalker. And I really eased his pain straight away by saying, hi, Sam. And he was so chuffed. So big up to you, Sam. All dedicating this record to you. Track entitled Marley. Eveson. We've got some killers, we've got some bangers, we've got some lovely smooth vocal bizzle going on. We'll be talking a little bit about Glastonbury a little bit later. We've got the mighty Klute coming in. He's going in hard at the moment, so we're going to be talking about his album and the label and what's popping with him. One for the sunshine. Marley. It's Fabio. It's Radio 1 and BBC Radio 1 Extra.
There's no other place for drum and bass.
Give it up for Fabio! 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 Too much bass for one station. Fabio on BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra.
Somebody make some noise for Fabio on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1.
time like this before.
sound of Netsky, a guy who's on fire at the moment. He was on our last show. Really nice guy. Big up to Netsky, big up to all the hospital crew. I think they've got some exciting news for their peeps coming up real soon. Big up to Chris and to Tom. Yes, yes, yes. We got some of your Facebook Live coming up a little bit later. I want to big up my boy Ryder. He played a sick set at the Swerve All Nighter last Saturday. A really good night. Thanks for everyone for coming down. Really good vibes. Big up also to Caliber. Great stuff. Big up to everyone that's at Glastonbury. Indeed. Also got to send a big shout going out to Darrison. Great vocals on that. Right, we're going to get all summary for the next couple of tracks. Then we go in hard. Yes, indeed. I want to big up all my garage friends. Because, garage, is a music form that I really got a lot of respect for. And know a lot of the guys from back in the day. Big up to Mikey B. Also to Spoonie, all the guys. Also PSG, Creed, EZ. Big up to EZ, man, because you know what? I like when someone sticks to their guns, does their thing, and he's still doing his thing. So big up to all the garage crew. I think you'll be liking this. A track entitled The Goods. It's one of my favourite tracks at the moment. Also send this one out to Kenny Ken, Darren J, Mickey Finn, all the old school big man business. 2 in a row coming up. Then 2 the hard way. It's Fabio, BBC Radio 1 Extra and Radio 1.
Say
to the Fabio on the BBC Radio 1.
One extra.
Love that track. A track entitled The Goods, and they came with the goods there. Generic and Mutz featuring Kevin King. Wicked track. Got a lot of vocals tonight as it's summer. You know, my summer collections come out, and it's looking all grey this year. Grey, silvery grey. So not too dull. That's the way I'm rolling right now. I heard Groove talking about Speedos last week. Trying to impress you lot again, yeah?
Well, I don't know if that happened, but yeah. He tried.
So what was he actually saying? Because I actually missed his Speedo conversation.
Well, he was explaining that he'd read in the paper that Speedos were back in fashion.
How can Speedos be back in fashion, though?
Well, it is summer.
Speedos are hideous. I used
Depends
to...
what your body's like.
You know what? No, that's true. I can't really wear Speedos.
Are you a serious swimmer, though?
No, it's not for that reason. But I can't swim, can I?
We're going to work on that.
So you do the maths. I can't really wear Speedos. They're a bit too tight for me, actually.
But if you were a serious swimmer, then you'd need to wear Speedos, or else you'd be slowed down by the baggy shorts thing.
Something a bit more stylish, darling. Something a bit more stylish than Speedos. Speedos are absolutely hideous. When I used to see people wearing Speedos on holiday, I used to think, I have actually come to totally the wrong place. It's not a good look. I don't.
It's not really a British thing, is it? Wearing tight swimmer shorts.
No,
it's more.
Not at all. Because
it's more of an Australian or a German.
I think there's only so much of your tan you can show off as well.
Is it about showing your tan off though?
I think so. Yeah.
Really? I don't know.
Well, if you wear the long shorts, you're going to get a tan right down to your knees, aren't you?
With me, it's definitely not. One, because I don't need a tan, really. I don't know if you think I do, but I don't think I do. They're just a bit too tight, a bit too constricting for me.
Moving on.
I like to feel the breeze. Anyway.
Hope you go somewhere windy on holiday.
Right, the sound of Alicia Keys, she smashed it this year, hasn't she? She's so hot as well. Ah, she's lovely. See, when I said hot, the girls didn't say anything.
No, she is.
They all kind of went into their shells then.
Very attractive.
She's very attractive. She's lovely.
And she's amazingly talented.
Amazingly talented. This is a track, Unthinkable, in a drum and bass style. Can't tell you who did it, but it is wicked.
I was wondering, baby, to make you my baby. We do the unthinkable, to make us go crazy. If you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready.
Hey yo, Fabio, pull that back. That one is too heavy. much bass on one station. Fabio and Grooverider on Radio 1 and 1 Extra. Ra!
The sound of Furney and Paul S.G, a track entitled Copying the Past. Right, I'm going to read out some of your Facebook shouts after next track. But what I want to know is, right, we've got 21,000 friends.
23?
23,000.
Nearly
Damn,
24.
that's impressive. I remember when we was kind of stalling on around 13th hour at one stage.
Yeah, we even bribe people
We was bribing people.
into
This
like
is
putting
not
up
really not really my bag, but it got desperate.
You were being greedy.
I was being greedy.
Yeah.
I want it all. You know what I'm saying? And I want everyone to be with me as well. You know what I'm saying?
We share the D&B love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, I was looking through the friends the other day and I noticed they're all kind of men. Now, it's all good for you lot, right? That, drum and bass boys are hot. Really? That's all good for you, Sarah Bailey.
Thank
but
you.
for us lads, I don't think there's enough women out there at the moment. Now, I'm not being...
Well, they're out there.
Well, they're out there, absolutely, but they are not coming into the clubs that I'm playing at. Which is, look, the lads doing their thing, that's all good, but we want to see some girls. And on our Facebook page, we are going to have to... I've got my two wonderful, gorgeous assistants to come up with a brainwave and think of something to get more girls on our Facebook page.
Well, to be fair, there's more girls than there are boys in this room right now.
There you go.
So
is that, on national average, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We should have more girls involved.
we're D&B girls. We want more women out there to join the D&B fan club. Woo!
So what are we going to do about it? I expect
Definitely
by the
need a
next
ladies'
time
night.
I come in here for you to have a master plan for me.
Okay.
Right? And I'm not saying this in a way, I'm not being greedy or anything like that, but I like to see some ladies.
Well, if you're a girl and you like drum and bass,
get involved.
Tell us.
Get involved with our Facebook page. Tell them about our Facebook page.
You tell them about our Facebook
No, because I always forget and mess it up.
Well, we're on Facebook and you can like our page. It's the Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show. All you need to do is go to facebook.com/Fabio and Grooverider. And there's some really lovely pics of what Grooverider might look like in his swimmers on the page. So thanks, Simon, for
listen.
doing that for us.
Listen, people need to see this.
They do really need
It
to
is
see it.
incredible. It is so realistic.
But if you're, Well, if you're a girl and you like drum and bass and you like Grooverider in shorts, then no, that's not going to work, is it?
One of the pictures I think is actually authentic.
Do you think which one, the left or the right?
I'm not saying. I'm not saying. But damn. But it's wicked. Wicked stuff. Get involved, girls, because there's loads of men on there as well. So it's all
It's
good
not
for
a
you.
dating website.
Well, kind of. I might be turning it into one. To the hard way. Kicking off with the sound of Total Silence. Love this track. Bit of rawness. We got Klute coming in real soon. Just getting you ready. Facebook shouts after this.
first. Exclusive business right here on the Drum and Bass Show.
Covering the whole spectrum, that's how we do. Big up to all our BBC Radio 1 extra listeners. Right, Right, time to big up some of our Facebook fans. Remember, as Sarah said before, go to facebook.com, Fabio and Grooverider, link our page and get involved. 23,000. I'm impressed, peeps. So, big up to Simon Marsh, to Tommy Guy and the Hodgson, to Michael Yelkin, Connor D&B Moores, Paul Schnook, Jack Radford, Tom Mack, Tom Fallon, Chris Boyden, Joe Con. Joe Con. All right, jog on, yeah?
Is that Joe King's mate?
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Big up also to Ed Hall, to Fred Forrest, Sam, Dubplate Peachman, Christopher Emerson, and one girl, Emily Chestnut.
Woo! Go
Big up
Emily.
to you. Go on, Emily. Come on, make some noise.
Woo!
See what I mean? Get involved. Go to facebook.com, Fabio and Grooverider, link our page, and you're in. Also, I'd like to say a big shout going out to Kareem. And everyone that listens to the show, you know, thanks. We've been here a long, long time. And we've got regular listeners, man. People that have been with us for like the entirety of our time here. They listen to our shows every week. Big up to my boy Huggy. Also to Mawuki. Everyone that represents. Right, we have Klute coming up real soon. We've also got the rewind track a little bit later. Track you can hear in the background, a track I know Andy C's smashing at the moment. A track entitled Snorkel by Vicious Circle, big tune. Also, big shout to everyone that went to Moondance last week. I played the Acid House set, me and Grooverider. All 45 minutes of it. We had 45 minutes between us both. So we had 20 minutes each, which is translate to 3 tunes each, which is a bit ridiculous, but hey, I had a great time. The first time I played Acid House with Groove for maybe like 15 years. It was incredible. A bit longer next time, lads. Maybe 2-3 hours, 45 minutes.
I don't want to spoil everyone. They wanted to give them a little taster.
They wanted to give them a little taster.
Leave them wanting more.
Leave them wanting more. Right, you get a track every now and again. And you haven't got a clue who made it. Someone sent me this track on AIM. AIM is so annoying, man. Because sometimes I go away and I leave AIM on and I get the most irate messages. Fab, are you blanking me? No, I'm not. I was eating my dinner.
You probably were, though.
No, I probably was, yeah. I was, actually.
Exactly.
What would you do? Turn around and say, listen, I'm going to ignore you today.
Did you know you could hide on...
I know, you can go invisible.
On Instant Messenger, yeah.
But I still get found. How weird is that? I went invisible and a couple of people hit me up like, Fab, we can actually see you.
Well, you're obviously not doing it. I'll show you. I'll show you how to go invisible properly.
Show me how
you need
to
put
go
that invisible cloak on.
Anyway, this track, if you made it, holler at us, because I need to know who made this track. All I know it's called Holland, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it's a little summer roller. It's Fabio, it's BBC Radio 1 Extra and Radio 1. This is how we do.
on to the Fabio on the BBC Radio 1.
One extra.
You too? I'll get some later.
Big up to everyone that went to, right, that's my, right, can you stop me from saying big up?
Is that your new one?
That's my new one tonight. I've said it about 20 times. I'm quite aware I'm saying it and I cannot stop myself.
You did know that there was a £50 fine for every time you said it, don't you?
Oh, damn. As from now, I'm not going to say big up. What can I say instead
You just
of
said
big
it.
up?
Yes, another
What can I say instead of big up? Hi. Hi?
I think you should use a range of vocabulary, not just the one word.
Like what?
Yo. That's a good one. Huh?
Okay, yo. Right, yeah. I've seen you.
Word up.
You're not dumbing it down at all.
How's it going?
What's up?
Hi there.
Hi there. Right. I like hi there. I like hi there.
What about your right, love?
A big hi there to everybody that went to Escape in the Park a couple of weeks ago.
Sounded really
in
natural.
Swansea.
Really natural.
I know. Hi to everyone that went, and you should have come up and said hi to me if you were there. Next time, come and say hi.
Could they maybe come and say, like, word up or something?
No, I like hi.
But then...
I don't like Americanisms like that.
If you choose, like, something slightly different, then you'll know that they've listened to the show and therefore that they've come to speak to you in like, a sort of secret language type thing. Because if people just said hi to you, then it would be like anyone just said, all right, how are you doing?
No.
We had a special way of addressing you.
No, because nobody says hi.
Oh, what do they
So
say?
that is a secret code.
Okay,
like,
keep it
you're,
simple.
You're in my world when you say hi to me. We're keeping it simple.
Hi.
What do you reckon? Hi or what's up?
Hi.
What's good?
Hi.
Yo.
Hi.
Yush.
Hi.
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 Hi it is. Right, have we got Klute? Is he in the house?
Yeah.
We've got Klute coming up in a couple of tracks' time. So hi to everyone that went to Escape in the Park. Also, where else have I been? Oh, Dex in Brixton. Wow. I'm from Brixton and I did not know this club was there. I walk past this club every day. Wicked club. Big up to everyone that went to the night. Professor Green and Lily Allen done a thing down there. Also, so did Breakage. Great club. Lovely little roof terrace thing going on. Also, big up to Sarah. Big up. What is going on? Stop me!
50 quid!
Hi to Sarah Libretto and Kate, all the girls. It was a good night. New from AI, loving this. Featuring Steo. Pardon me.
I've got my buzzer.
It was the crisps.
That's for when you say big up.
Oh, right.
Or
Okay.
we could, like, count the cash by...
What, do you want to kind of get a cord attached to my leg with an electric shock or something like that?
we can do that, probably.
It was a joke, Sarah. Yeah.
Like your electric
That's a joke.
shock.
If you feel you're slipping, I'll break your fall. When everything is bending out of shape, let me take the wheel.
sound of AI, Let It Be, featuring Steo. Remember the album The Moment of Truth is coming out real soon. Big up to Zula and Glee. Right, we have Klute in the house. He's just settling down. So we're going to play one more track. Big up to the LTJ Bookham and the good-looking crew, everybody involved with that massive. Big up to you. Right, we still have the rewind track coming up. And if you listen back on iPlayer, you can listen to it again and again. Can you tell me how much times I said big up? Because I won't be able to.
I'm counting them because we're going to be very rich after this show.
And then on the next show, I'm going to try and guess. Because I reckon I've already done about 50 of them.
I'm going to send it to Scott Mills so he can play the... oh, what's occurring?
You do that. Right, straight after this, brand new from Commix, a track entitled City Section, we have the mighty Klute in the house. He's in for a mix and a chat. Cold Cuts. track entitled City Section from Commix from their forthcoming EP on Metalheadz. Love that track. Really laid back, really got an 80s feel to it. I really like that. Big up to George and to Guy. Real talent, Commix. Can't wait for the next album. I know they're going to have all kinds of flavours on it, just like the last one. But really, really good electronic music. Speaking about really good electronic music, for the second time, we have Klute in the place. What's up, man?
Hello.
Is it the third time you've been here?
Oh, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we've been here a few times, man. So you got your 6th album, man. I can't believe that 6 albums. You're 6 albums deep, Tom.
That's right. I can't believe it either.
And this album's called Music for Profit, right?
That's right.
And is there any, is there a thread running through the album? Is there a certain idea or ideal behind it?
It's, music.
Yeah.
Good music, that's the idea behind it.
And you got a bit of techno in there, a bit of breakbeat?
Yes, well, the CDs, and CD and download these days. CD1's drum and bass, CD2's the techno breakbeat side of things. So there's the full spectrum there. And
how long did it take you to make the album?
It took a while this time. I took a bit of time out the last couple of years to have fun with my old band, The Stupids, and we did a whole bunch of gigs, we toured, and we recorded a new album. And so I had to kind of relearn how to...
Oh, really? You've done an album with The Stupids?
With The Stupids, called The Kids Don't Like It. And I just basically had to relearn how to write songs, how to sing again, how to write lyrics.
That must have been fun, though.
That was tremendous fun. And I think it really... It gave me a chance, a little break from the drum and bass, and it's brought a whole lot more back for me to put into drum and bass as well. So I'm really looking forward to sort of running the two things simultaneously now.
Well, I'll tell you what's great, because, making drum and bass, which is like... it's not generic, but you do what you got to do. Writing songs is a completely different art form, isn't it?
It is.
Working in a band process where you can't be selfish, you got to be giving, and and knowing how to write a hook, making it have a beginning, middle, and an end. That must have really helped you, man.
Definitely, and actually playing it from start to finish. Whereas with computer music, you get so used to sort of playing for 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, for sure.
Looping it, and it's a whole different thing.
So you went on the road with The Stupids, yeah?
Yes, yeah, we did. We've had a lot of good time. We've had to take a little break for the time being.
Yeah.
And especially I've got to spend some time concentrating on releasing this album and touring that and stuff.
So the album was years in the making, or was you doing both? Was you doing The Stupids and then coming back and doing a bit of this and a bit of that? I
was doing both, and then when The Stupids sort of wound down for a little bit, I went full steam ahead back into this album.
So what do you think about, it's as a label owner, it's very difficult out there now to really, basically get good sales. Let's not beat around the bush. Sales really have nosedived in the last couple of years. How are you getting around that? Have you got a plan? Is there now a different way of doing things as a label owner?
I think certainly you've got to be a lot more picky. There's a lot more labels out there that are putting out the stuff. So I think you're just going to be a bit more picky. I still think we're seeing things settle. We're going through a transitionary phase, so we'll see how things turn out.
And it's great, how do you find the enthusiasm? 6 albums, that's a lot of work, man. You've put a lot of work into the game. What still keeps you kind of like vibing, man? Is it the music, or is it a means to an end? Is it because you just love it and you just feel I have to carry on doing it?
I think it's just the approval. I just always wanted to be, it's like getting a gold star from teacher or something. That's what I want to do with my albums. As long as I still think that they're rubbish, I'll keep trying to make a better one.
And do you go out there to be different, or are you just different?
I think it's obvious. I'm just special.
And what are you listening to outside of drum and bass right now?
Oh God, loads of stuff. All kinds of stuff, like soundtrack stuff, some old 60s psychedelic stuff.
Like what?
There's stuff called Sunshine Pop, which is all these kind of failed 60s sort of girl boy bands, and I really like that sort of stuff, hyper melodic sort of stuff.
So where'd you get, and you know what the amazing thing is now, I know you're coming from kind of like the same place as me, you know, growing up it was so hard to find obscure music.
Yeah.
Now because of the internet you can find some incredible stuff, man.
That's right. I mean, it's kind of it's everything's so available now. It doesn't even need to. It's like it doesn't even need to exist. It's because you can just read about it and feel like you've participated already. But exactly. I know what you mean. I miss those days where it was a real job to sort of
find stuff,
and it meant so much more to you. It had so much more value to
well, exactly. You know, I remember going to record shops and hoping to find stuff and sifting through literally 2,000 records to find the one.
That's right.
And now you can just literally click on and get it, because I was speaking to Dominic Caliber as well, and he's listening to some stuff from Mississippi.
Oh yeah,
that was made in the 1890s.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, all right then, send me some stuff over. And he's going to send me a file of some stuff that was on 78s. That's absolutely incredible, man. Anyway, listen, we're going to talk a little bit more. We've got you in the mix as well coming up in a little while. Just going to play this. I love this tune, man. Did you play this tune quite a lot, tuning?
Yes, I did.
I love it, man. It's one of those tunes, man, you can play in the middle of your set and you know it's going to go off.
Definitely.
It's just got that energy and that vibe about it, man.
We need tunes like that.
Absolutely. We've got Klute in the house talking about his album, Music for Profit. On his wonderful label, Commercial Suicide. We're going to talk a little bit about the label next. He's also coming up in the mix. And we've got the rewind track coming up a little bit later. This is DK on the mix of DJ Lee and DK's tuning. It's Fabio on BBC Radio 1 Extra, the Radio 1.
Physical reality. My will alone. They call this ability Julie.
Fabio. Drum and bass.
The sound of tuning DK and DJ Lee. I want to say hi to DJ Lee. Saw him a couple of weeks. First time in ages. Big up to you, sir. Right. So when's the album coming out, Tom?
It is coming out July 26th.
Right, wicked, man. So, and you got the label running. How long's that been going now?
Oh God, it's coming up on 10 years. Next year it'll be 10 years.
That's incredible, man. And how many releases have you had?
I think it's something. It's somewhere between 50 or 60.
Wow.
I let the 50 slip by without any kind of celebration.
And you still finding it easy to pick up tracks for the label?
I do, yeah. I mean, I go through times where there's like not much that I'm interested in, but then there's plenty of stuff other times that I'm really happy with. So yeah, I think everything's good.
And who have you got coming out? What you got coming out?
Well, I've just dropped the Nympho Matchstick 12.
Yeah, that's a big track.
There's another Mindscape 12, Damn Tough.
Where are those guys from, Mindscape?
Mindscape is from Hungary, from Budapest.
Okay.
There used to be 3 of them, now it's just 1.
Okay. They're making some really interesting stuff as well,
really good.
And I've noticed you're going for, just still keeping it rolling, man. And I love that. You haven't gone too deep on us, too minimal.
I like energy. I like things to just keep going, and that's how I DJ, is I just like to keep the flow going, the energy, up and down, but, just...
Yeah, but keeping that sense of, listen, I want to make you dance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not this sense of, I'm doing a kind of a concert up here, it's all about me, and I'm going to kind of bore you to tears.
Definitely. It's as a DJ, it's your job, I think.
That is... the thing, we've gone out. It doesn't matter where you go, whether you're listening to rock, whatever. You're going out to dance, really. You're not going out to stroke your chin. You can do that in your house. You know what I'm saying? Amongst other things.
Yeah.
But, I always got to drag it down to the gutter, Tom.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're touring as well.
That's right. Yes.
And you're doing dates like Mexico. Wow.
That's right. Yeah, going there next weekend.
And have you been there before?
I have actually. I've done it years ago. I've done it about 3 times. It's one of my favourite cities in the world, Mexico City.
Do you know what? Everyone says that, and what is so special about Mexico? Then?
There's like a spirit to it. It's sort of. I don't want to get too hippy dippy on you, but it's like this weird sort of Mayan spirit in the city. You can feel it at night. It's just sort of like carnival, but all the time sort of thing.
You know what? You do get that. You know where I felt that? In New Orleans, man.
Yeah.
I went to and it's just got this. You go there, and it's just got a different kind of life to it.
Yeah.
As soon as I hit the town, I was like, this is different. I've never felt like this in a place before.
It's like a dark, playful spirit.
Yeah,
or something.
and it's really hard to explain. But I told people, and you don't get that everywhere you go. You get that in magical places. You know what I'm saying? You go there and you think, well, there's something. You're feeling something here.
Definitely.
So Mexico's one of those kind of places, yeah.
That's right.
And you're also doing Dissident at the Black Swan in Bristol. You're doing Metalheadz at Cable.
Yeah, that'll be the weekend after the 9th and 10th of July.
And you're doing places like Berlin's got that vibe as well, man.
Yes.
It's definitely got that vibe. You're doing Prague, Budapest.
Yes.
Do you love travelling, or do you get to... Do you know what? Because travelling... It's a double-edged sword, though, isn't it? Sometimes you can travel loads and you can sit there and think, you know what? This is actually doing my head in a bit. Do you ever get like that?
I do. It's the act of travelling, I think, that kills you. All those sort of security lines and...
the whole thing.
Boarding and all that stuff. But going places, I absolutely love it.
And don't you love Europe as well? Europe's a great place. I think we underplay this continent a little bit, man. But
I know, we're out here on our own little island,
and everyone kind of looks at America like it's the place, but there's some wonderful cities in Europe,
definitely,
like Lisbon and Budapest, Berlin, and places like that. Anyway, what's next for you, man?
This album, right. and then
you're going to take a break.
Well, I'm gonna jump straight back in and do some more punk rock as well as doing some more Klute stuff. Just gonna keep that rolling, but on the label side of things, it's gonna be Amit. There's something coming from Vicious Circle, something from Dom and Roland. So there's plenty more. The Upbeats, can't forget that.
Vicious Circle, man, they're on fire right now.
Absolutely, man.
They've got some great tracks.
Yeah.
And those guys have been around and they've just been knocking on the door for ages, man, but and it's great to hear when someone's got fulfilling their potential, and they definitely are.
I think that's the answer, is development, is spending time. It's easy to sort of have one tune and blow up overnight, but I think the better ones are the ones that spend years.
And you know what the thing is as well, you can hear sometimes you can hear a tune and it's kind of rubbish, but there's something in there, and you sit down and think, you know what? If you just work on this guy, he will get there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know having a label, that is one of the joys of doing that. Seeing someone come through, and then they make that killer, and you sit down and think, I'm bringing that out.
That's right. Yeah.
But anyway, listen, Tom, get your mixing hands on.
All right.
Let's get your mixing hands on, and we're going to go in the mix. The album's called Music for Profit. It's coming out the back end of July.
26th of July.
26th of July. We've got Klute in the house. He's going to do a little mix for us. Catch you on the other side of this.
You're locked onto the Fabio on the BBC Radio 1. BBC Radio 1 Extra on BBC Radio 1. 1 Extra on BBC Radio 1. Extra drum and bass.
Radio 1 Extra on BBC Radio 1.
Right, that was Klute in the mix. Make some noise. Wicked stuff. Wicked stuff. So listen, Tom, love the mix. Give us your MySpace details.
MySpace.com/KluteUK.
Really good to have you in here.
It's been great to be here.
And you take care of yourself, Tom.
You too, Fabs. Thanks for having me on the show.
Sweet.
Fabio.
Yeah?
Grooverider's knocking on the door.
In one corner we have the DJ Grooverider. In the other we have the DJ Fabio. It's the battle of the rewind. Slam them down.
Yo, it's about that time, Fabio. We hit the rewind track. I'm ready this week. I've been going easy on you for the last couple of weeks. But let's get back to the real-time bangers. Here's a track called 241. That's all you need to know, sir.
Yo, rewind, pull up! It's the battle of the rewinds, and this one is a monster.
That is Grooverider's rewind track for this week. Wicked stuff, Ryder. Gone in. Look, I'm going to come from a different angle tonight. I know you're coming with the left and the right hooks, but you know what? I'm coming with some body slams right now. Right, come on, cut that, cut that, cut that. It's time for me to body slam him.
And the clear winner of the battle of the rewind tracks goes to DJ Fabio.
That's even before it started. Damn, that's good. The Sound of Dub Physics track entitled Mind Power. I'm using that Mind Power on Grooverider right now. Catch the one and only Grooverider next week in the house. Is he going to be talking about moves, speedos, what next? And what's he going to think about Simon Marsh's pictures? Well, he must have snapped Grooverider hidden camera on the beach somewhere.
We've tagged them as well.
We've tagged them as well.
So if you want to see it, head to facebook.com/Fabio and Grooverider.
And have a look before he sees them and it gets taken down.
Trust me, I'll get taken down. Don't know about the photo.
Taken down and taken out, baby. Right, we haven't got long left. Gonna spin this, couple more after, and we out. That is the rewind track for tonight. We are going to see who's going to be the winner. Put it on the wall. Tell us who you thought won tonight's rewind track after Groove's been berating me recently and actually laughing and bullying me slightly, to be totally honest with you. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm being bullied. So, what do you do when you're being bullied? Come back fighting. So, I've come back fighting tonight. That's the track Mind Power by Dub Physics. Many, many thanks to Klute. Remember the album coming out the 26th of July for Music for Profit and Commercial Suicide. Wicked stuff.
Hey, yo, Fabio, you smashed that. You told up like that. We finna see what your boy finna do. What's going on, Grooverider?
That's what you tell him. You tell him, son.
There you go. If someone's bullying you, get someone else bigger to go and
That's
have a go.
right.
at
And
them.
who bigger can you get than
Big
Big
Boy?
Boy? I tell you what, that Shuttlebug tune's bad.
Oh, yeah.
And the album, is the album out yet?
Not quite.
Oh, I'm waiting for that, man. The game needs Outkast back, man, for real. Is the Drake album out yet?
Yeah.
And what's it called?
Thank me later.
No, what's it called?
You can thank me later.
And what are you thinking of it?
Oh, we love it, don't we, Lindsay?
We do it smooth and sexy.
We're big fans of Drake.
Although
everyone
we want a bit more, dunno, bit more fun in that
She wants
album.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it when he's a bit angry.
yeah, he's a bit kind of,
Yeah. He's
all
maybe
happy
gone a
and
bit
way
too
too nice.
smooth. Yeah. He
See, I
needs to
quite
rap
like the
more and not sing more.
You two want to carry on? That's all.
Shawnee B, watch out. We're going to be here for another hour.
That's right.
Talking about Drake.
And Pink.
We haven't even done
covers.
our DJ Top 100 yet, have we?
Listen, I'm telling you, right? You got to get that together. The 100 hottest DJs.
Yeah.
I'm excluding myself because, you know, it's unfair.
Yeah, exactly. You
know what I mean?
win.
But we're going to have, the girls are going to do the top 100 hottest DJs.
I think we might limit it to a top 10 or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I don't know,
100,
actually,
no.
100, and then we could really cover everybody's likes and tastes,
Top
couldn't they?
15, I reckon.
You really want me to pick just 15?
20.
What about Lindsay? Can she have 20 as well?
No, so it's 20 between you. Don't be so greedy.
I think our taste in boys is quite different.
Well, we'll see. So we'll get together, 10 each. What are we talking about here? Listen, this track's called Nothing to Declare. It's by BC and S.P.Y, and I love it. yes, we have come towards the end of the show. Big up to everyone listening, if you're listening at Glastonbury. And trust me, what a lineup this year. You have been spoiled at Glastonbury, people. You got the amazing Stevie Wonder. I am such a big fan of Stevie Wonder, it's incredible. Growing up listening to Stevie Wonder was like an amazing experience, because there was this guy who, you know, had no eyesight and was the most amazing singer. At one stage, he was the biggest star in the world. He's got great vocal delivery, made some amazing tunes, and was one of the first producers to use electronic music. So it's fitting that he's there. You've got guys like Faithless, Ray Davis, Norah Jones, Orbital, MGMT. It's all popping off. So if you're at Glastonbury listening and you've just tuned in, you're too late. Big up, girls. Woo, 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 woo. See, Lindsay's been practicing. Sarah, you're rubbish. Sarah, come on, make some noise.
That was Sarah.
Oh, no, she's really annoyed. Anyway, from Lindsay and Sarah, next week, catch Ryder in the house. Thanks for listening, everyone on BBC Radio 1 Extra C. I don't forget you lot. And Radio 1. Keep it Radio 1 throughout the day and night. The best station in the world, without a shadow of a doubt. It's Fabio saying peace out. Loving leaving you with the sound of Johnny L. A track entitled The Rave. Check this track out, it is bad.
Drum and bass. On BBC Radio 1.
Fabio, 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 Fabio.
BBC Radio 1.
1 Extra.
Saturday night. 1 Extra. Radio 1.